Hello, 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 and welcome to Apex to Oval. I am Alex, that is Jack, and this week we're going to be talking about F1, NASCAR, some IndyCar, but less IndyCar, more on the drivers, IMSA, WEC, and MotoGP. Before we start, please give us a 5-star review, subscribe, like, and share if you enjoyed the show. Also, I personally had a NASCAR article come out on Monday, so check that out, link in the description. And I also have a video coming out next week on my YouTube at Motorsports Alex, so make sure to tune into that as well. Let's get into Formula One, where Charles Leclerc and Alexandria Miller got married. Pretty cool stuff. There are videos that came out on it that were shown from their wedding from Charles himself. Very happy for them. Charles has finally found his one, and hell yeah. Jack, any thoughts on that? No? Yeah.
The only thing I have to say is I think all of us in life wish that we could get married and then drive around in a 1957 Ferrari. Like, I mean,
I don't
driving
know about
around.
that one. I would prefer a Porsche. You know, I don't.
All right, get out of here.
I'm
Driving
just
around,
saying. I'm just saying.
driving around in like a $40 million like vintage Ferrari in Monaco after tying the knot. I mean, come on.
Iconic
Like,
behavior, actually. Like, iconic.
I mean, yeah, he's Ferrari's guy. I saw so many people talking about how, God, I would kill myself if I was driving around a car with my employer's logo on it. And I'm like, but you don't understand. Like,
He
it
is
is
that logo.
Ferrari. Yeah.
He literally is Ferrari Formula One team. Like, yeah, Lewis
Yeah.
is there, and Lewis is great, but like Ferrari deep down is Charles Leclerc.
And also, I mean, come on. It's a still Ferrari. Like, even if they're inept
Yeah.
on the F1 like track, it's still Ferrari.
Whoa, we don't. The race hasn't started yet. We don't know. They
Okay,
could
I
be the
wasn't
best car
talking
on the
about this year
grid.
necessarily. I was talking about the last decade, you know? But
Okay, whoa. Okay, they've had some good moments in the past decade. They've had some great moments in the
moments. Yeah,
past
yeah,
decade.
yeah, I'm sure.
It's just they've never put it together for a full year. Let's say.
But no, I mean, in all seriousness, claps for him. What a life that man is living.
Yeah. The things I would do to be Charles Leclerc, just purely on the race car driving side, to be Charles Leclerc. Like, to be
I mean, shoot,
Ferrari's golden boy, to be their golden boy would be, it's perfect. Life would be so
like
good.
just to drive some cars from the Heritage Collection around Monaco. I mean, come on, like that alone
Yeah.
is like, come on.
To live in Monaco, to be Ferrari's little baby, all grown up, the face of Ferrari, the scenes. Anyway, speaking of Monaco,
There we go. Was waiting
Speaking of
for it.
Monaco, Monaco's two-stop rule is officially gone, so we're back to normal pit stop rules. If you didn't know, the last year they experimented with 2 mandatory stops in Monaco. It didn't change a thing, so we're back to regular rules.
Last year's race was so terrible. Oh my God, the Williams.
The only good part about that race was George Russell purposefully going past the Williams just to get a penalty and end up behind them.
But it worked. It did what he wanted to do.
Yes.
He was free of it, and he didn't end up any further back than he would have been. And he got to actually
Yes.
drive his car. Like,
Yes.
how awful is it that you have to take a penalty, and yet you still have that much more pace? Like, it was actually the most excruciatingly painful race I've ever watched in my life.
I think Abu Dhabi 21 is up there, purely
That's a
based on
different
the
kind of
ending.
pain.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. But Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about Monaco anymore. Like, if they can improve everything with these new regs, I think it'll be fine. But if they don't like, if these new regs don't work, you might have to like completely like just bring back the '90s, bring back the 2000s cars that are tiny. Like, I don't know how to fix Monaco. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, and these cars aren't smaller enough to make a difference there. They're still
Yeah.
big cars, right? And
Yep.
at some point, it's not even like the arrow makes it hard to pass. It's just that the streets of Monaco are not big enough for the monstrosities that are modern F1 cars.
You know what we could do? Widen the streets.
Yeah, I'm
I
so
don't know
sure.
how you're gonna do it. You just push back. You just push back the buildings like a couple feet. Completely restructure Monaco. I don't know,
I'm
man.
sure that'll
It's
work.
not a good. It's not a good race anymore. I really hate being like born nowadays because like the things I would do to watch the '90s like Monaco races. Senna, Prost, all them. Like just I just ugh.
It is still entertaining, but it's just a Saturday event. Sunday is just a
Yes.
parade.
Yep. And that's, quite sad when you are talking about one of the most historic races. If I remember correctly, it's been on the calendar for the majority of F1, or at least like since the inception at 1950. I think maybe.
I mean, it's Monaco.
It's close to be. If it's either 1950, the first season it was on the calendar, or like shortly after. I don't fully remember, but it's still an iconic track. It just sucks that the racing is bad. On to predictions. We have the
Speaking
Australian
of
Grand
bad
Prix this
racing,
week. Yeah. We have the Australian Grand Prix this week. New regs, new cars. We're going to talk about one of the cars as our main story, which will rotate between NASCAR, F1, IMSA, WEC, MotoGP, and the IndyCar driver spotlight. But first up, it's on F1. So let's get through our predictions, then we'll get to the main story. And my predictions to win in Australia is Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari bounce back season starting out hot.
I mean, fair enough. I think that there's been a lot of noise out of testing that Ferrari is clearly stronger than they've been the last couple of years. Whether they're the fastest on the grid or, as we've talked about, the garage seems to expect them to be around second. We'll find out. But because the garage expects them to be around second, I've got George Russell because at some point, if everyone's expecting Mercedes to be fastest for this first race, I'll buy it.
That is fair. It's pretty much in the paddock. It's between Mercedes and Ferrari being the fastest. Many say Mercedes, some say Ferrari. We'll find out this week. But one thing that we do know for a fact is Honda and Aston Martin are absolutely horrendous. Honda put out one of the worst engines since the McLaren Honda engine from the middle of the 2010s. Now, just sucks for Fernando Alonso. Again, great driver, all-time level driver. Bad career moves. Careers that have made sense have never worked out for him. This one is once again not working out after a promising start at the beginning of 2023 where he podiumed on a good chunk of the races. Aston Martin has not built upon that, and now they have Honda, which has stunk up the room. Now, there are rumors around the paddock that Honda is not able to run a full race, so they will pretty much be running minimal practice, minimal qualifying, and minimal race before they get their engine under control in Australia. So there's just rumors. It's not confirmed fully. They might run a whole race weekend. Who knows? But those are just some of the rumors that they're not going to be running a full race weekend.
Well, also, and you said Honda. I think it is worth saying that, yes, it's speculated and has been true that the Honda engine is struggling. It is not solely at Honda's feet. That is not at all the case. The Aston Martin car in general is a mess, right? They are looking to basically do a NASCAR start and park because they don't have the parts on hand to fix things if they go wrong, right?
Yep.
And that cannot just be on the engine manufacturer, right? Like that is a failure of the entire
Yep.
organization. And it looks like for now they're just going to be clinging to their 107% and calling it a day.
Yeah. Um, On to NASCAR. We have two stories. The first one, Ubisoft and NASCAR are collabing for the Crew Motorfest. So that is pretty sick. Um, this collab is coming in the new update for the Crew Motorfest. Um,
Have
but
you played the
fun
Crew
video games.
Motorfest?
I have barely played the Crew Motorfest. Like, I've played the intro race, did not like it, and then stopped playing. I like my simulators to be more tracky than like arcadey, even though the sim racing games I play are definitely more on the arcadey side. They're definitely like a little realistic to the actual thing. Um, but it's I've watched gameplay on it before. It's not a bad game once you get into it. It's just not my cup of tea.
Which is interesting because I believe you're a fan of Forza Horizon, and this is essentially
Yes,
cross-platform Forza Horizon.
which is really weird. Why I just did not like the mechanics. I don't understand why I didn't like it. It just did not fit my vibe. Um, I just don't know how to explain it. It just wasn't my thing. Maybe I'll go back to it at some point, especially with the new NASCAR update. But who knows?
But yeah, I mean, NASCAR putting their brand out there is good. For a very long time, we've been stuck with very terrible games and only having that one option for NASCAR stuff. So now, not only is NASCAR 25 at least a very good step towards getting really good NASCAR games, but now we also get NASCAR in an established game. That can't hurt.
Yes. So on March 4th, which is tomorrow. So depending on when you see this, I'm going to try to get this out on March 4th. We shall see with my current workload. Um, but tomorrow, the NASCAR's iconic next-gen Ford Mustang Dark Horse Cup car from 2024, the next-gen Chevrolet ZL1 Cup car 2025 are through the Year Pass 3, and the next-gen Toyota Camry XSE Cup car 2025 is available as a shop edition. Also, later this month, or next month, in April 1st, there's a Porsche 935 racing car from 2019, and then in May 6th, you get two RC cars, other car, and other car, so do the pass. So, good additions all around for them. Maybe I'll get back into it. I have Game Pass, so I'll probably just download it and try it again. I'll get back to you guys in next week's edition of the pod.
Oh yeah.
Now, speaking of, no, I got nothing for this one. I got no transition for this one.
I was
Absolutely
ready for
none.
something. I didn't know
Uh,
what you were gonna.
Speaking of disappointment, I don't know. I don't.
All right,
I got nothing for
all
this
right.
one. We'll go with it. Two Trackhouse members are suspended after an incident at Coda where a tire flew off. It is the rear tire changer Kenneth Posega and the jackman Josh Appleby. So they are suspended.
Yeah, standard business when a tire comes off. Um,
Yep.
I think kind of the real story here is how often this has happened with the next gen. Um,
Yeah.
we're over 50, right?
50 tires falling off?
Yeah.
I have no clue what the stat is. I will. I wouldn't be surprised though if it was over 50. Because it comes off really off. Is it like what do they change? Is it like the studs or like the not the studs? What is it like the bolts? Is it like what is causing these?
Well,
Is
for
it the
this
jack
car,
that they're
they
using?
changed to the single lug. Um,
Oh,
right? Yeah, okay, there's been
I
60
don't.
detached wheels with the next gen car. Um,
Yeah, that's disgusting. That's terrible. Maybe go back to the however many lug nut
16 of
because that's
those are
horrendous.
for
That's really bad.
JGR Cruise, I believe. Because 2311 still uses JGR Cruise, right? The two teams with the most are JGR with 10 and
I assume
2311
so.
with 6.
They're
Um,
ah
but yeah, it's the changing to the single lug nut, right? Because before you
yeah
had 5 lugs, and so you'd get fined after a race for having like one or two loose, but it's like fine, right? Because the tire's still going to be on there. But now if you have just the one, if that one's a little bit loose, pops off.
yeah. Which I think let's be honest. Should they go back to the 5 lug nuts?
I don't know. I think it's weird that it's not consistent across series because that means that the pit crews kind of have to cross train. Um, I don't hate the change overall. I really don't know if I care enough, which is probably a problem. But I think it was billed as like making pit stops faster. That there were some new kind of strategies for it. It just doesn't feel different enough to me versus the 5 lug stops.
Okay. So your answer is no. Don't change it.
My answer is I do not care. Like,
Okay.
if it was
Okay.
supposed to improve something, I don't know if it has, but I also don't feel strongly enough about it that it's like worth making the change to go back either.
Okay. Okay. I really don't care. I didn't. When did they change it? Do we know?
For the
Was
next
it
gen.
with the next gen car?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't watch prior to the next gen, so I don't really care. I think just do what they need. Like, I don't know. I don't care. Whatever works. Whatever works best. Who knows? Um, Recap, real quick. Tyler Reddick three-peated. Nuts. First time in NASCAR history in the 77 years that NASCAR has been a thing. First three-peat ever. To start out the season. Are we seeing the makings of a championship runaway? Like I get there's still the chase, but are we gonna start? Is Tyler Reddick gonna run away with this regular season?
I conspiracy theory hat coming on. All right, ready for this?
Okay.
Tyler Reddick was like regular season champion caliber driver 2 years ago.
Yep.
Last year, they were suing NASCAR the whole year, and Tyler Reddick
Mm-hmm.
doesn't win a race, and he still points his way into the playoffs. He's still good, but he's not that like top of the sport level driver. As soon as the
Mm-hmm.
lawsuit's over, look at what Reddick's doing.
So, are we gonna see another Bubba win?
Probably. I mean, we have some room to talk about it, but 2311 has been the fastest. It's been the fastest team on track so far.
They have. They have. Bubba and Reddick. Bubba was up all in the front during Atlanta. Should have arguably won Atlanta if he
Oh,
did not. And
he was in the front
let's
too
be
early.
honest, he may have been, but if he stayed with Reddick, he probably had a chance. He had a very good chance if he stayed in front of Reddick and didn't move over to block Hocevar. But Reddick ended up winning that race. Reddick won the first. Bubba was up in the front pretty much all day at Daytona. Road course, Bubba's not good at, but 2311 looks really good. Bubba looks really good overall. Reddick looks extremely good. Where is Riley Herbst, though?
You know what was really funny about that?
Where is he? Yeah.
So often during the race, the Fox booth was talking about Reddick and Bubba as both 2311 cars. Like, they were like, yeah, they got both cars in the top 10 for every race so far. And it's like, yeah, both, right? Mm-hmm. I'm so sure. Um, like, I think, what is it? Tyler Reddick has more wins in a row right now than Riley Herbst has top 15s in his 23-11 career. 15s!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
He's
That's
so
a
bad
wild
that people
stat.
forget he's their teammate. I mean, you can't forget at Daytona because that was Daytona that he sacrificed
He's
himself
he
for, right?
Yes. What do you mean, was it Daytona? Yes, it was Daytona. The man sacrificed his top 5 finish for Tyler Reddick to clear everybody. Yes.
The reason I said was it's Daytona is because in my brain I was starting to question whether I was thinking, like, whether I was mixing that up with Chastain's sacrifice in the O'Reilly race at Atlanta of like heroic
No, no,
acts.
no. No, no, no.
Um,
It was Daytona. Yeah, Herbst
okay,
was Daytona. Because that
because
single-handedly took Chase Elliott out of the running.
yeah, and everyone. I mean, it was
And
Reddick
everyone
and
else.
nothing.
And Brad and everyone else.
But yeah,
Everyone got screwed.
but yeah, I mean, Reddick's car was insane. Reddick is insane. Obviously, coming into the week, he had the best career average finish at COTA of any active driver. Fun fact:
He
Kyle
also
Busch was up
already had
there
a
as
win.
well. Yeah, he is the first repeat
Yeah.
winner in NASCAR at COTA, or in the
Yep.
Cup Series at COTA.
Yep.
Probably an important clarification to make. Um,
Yep.
but besides Tyler Reddick, who was dominant, we had SVG finish second. He was trying to challenge. He drove a really impressive race. He was complaining about his car all day. Clearly, they got their setup a bit
Yeah.
wrong. Qualified terribly. Were able to fix it a bit, but he was complaining about having no grip all day. And when SVG says you have no grip, you probably have no grip. Like,
On a road course? Yes.
yeah. So, tough for him, but still, I mean, that's not meant to take away from Reddick at all. He drove away from Shane Van Gisbergen on a road course to win the
Yeah.
race.
Dude, I was messaging you and you weren't messaging me back, and I was like, bro, I messaged Jack once the caution happened. I'm like, bro, SVG is gonna win this. I just know it. Tyler Reddick just got screwed over, man. Oh my god, it's Jover, baby. It's Jover. SVG is gonna take it. And then Reddick drove away from him and put 4 seconds on SVG by the end of the race. And I'm like, what happened? Obviously, Reddick had a masterclass the entire race. He led, and I wrote this in my article, he led like 52 out of the 95 laps or something like that. Like it was 50, low 50s of the laps led
He might have
by
led the
Reddick
whole
that
race,
day. Like,
not for the stages.
yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Well,
not the
not
whole
early on.
race,
He
but,
got he got overtaken pretty early on. But other than that mishap, I mean, after that, he was driving like a man on a mission. It was insane.
Yeah.
Also, I think we should mention Zilich.
Well, yeah, I was going there after SVG.
Yeah, go.
Connor
You talk
Zilich.
about it. Yeah.
Okay. Connor Zilich is actually insane. If you look at like the lap times, he was up there, if not beating SVG, like on a pretty consistent basis. He drives his way up to the front, gets turned. Drives his way up to the front, gets turned. Drives his way into the top 15 again in just the last handful of laps, to the point where as they're crossing the line and he crosses, 14th? I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, when the heck did he get back up there? Like, how did that happen? You go after the race, and this was going around on Twitter. There's like an 18-minute highlight reel of his like 54 on-track passes, like green flag passes in this race. Like 54 at COTA. I mean,
Elite.
he just kept going. Like, I really thought, all right, that's it. He's finishing outside the top 20 when he was the victim of like what's the Newton's cradle? Like Denny on one end hits
Yeah.
one guy, hits the next, and then it's Zilich that like spins out on the end.
Yeah.
Where like that's just a racing incident when you're on the outside, turn 1 at COTA. Like that's what happens. But he gets turned there right after the restart. Whole field goes by him. His day's done, right? He's gonna finish like 28th. Nope. Drives halfway back through the field in like a handful of laps. How?
Special driver. He is a special driver. He might have had a shot at winning it. I mean, if he didn't get wrecked that many times. I mean, kid is elite.
Yeah.
He's elite.
Nuts, man. Nuts.
So good. Oh my God. Connor Zilic, what a driver. I mean, seriously, what a driver.
Speaking of what a driver, in maybe a slightly different way. Also in this race,
connotation.
Alex Bowman was sick. He had to duck out of the race. He did everything he could. He couldn't physically make it through. That's not criticizing him. He was a warrior to get through as much of that race as he did. But you want to say who stepped into that car?
Matt M.F. Snyder.
Myatt.
His name is Myatt?
Yeah.
Oh,
what do you
my
mean?
Goodness.
What do you mean his name is Myatt? He was mentioned like 10 times on the broadcast.
Listen, I wasn't listening to the broadcast. I'm not going to lie.
What?
I was just watching it, and I was ducking in and out. I was doing other things. I was doing homework. So I was ducking in and out of my attention.
Not being texting while I was locked in on the race.
Yeah, because oh my goodness. Anyway,
I was locked in.
First of all, I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad. I didn't hear from you. I was getting a little worried. I texted your girlfriend. She's like, "Yeah, he's watching. All right, cool."
You know what is mad though? Myatt
what?
Snyder, pit spotter for the broadcast, working in the pits, not racing at the moment, has raced like a couple of races a year for the last few years, but famously keeps his fire suit with him because you can't race if you don't have it, puts on that fire suit, hops in the car for Alex Bowman. Meanwhile, minutes before he's hopping in this car, texts Brad Perez, "Hey, what do I need to know about racing at COTA?" Gets like the quick rundown, hops in the Hendrick 48, takes off, is running, 3 seconds a lap slow, but still hops in the car and keeps it clean, right? On instant notice. Like, he was doing his job.
Yeah.
And if anyone needs a reminder on who Myatt Snyder is, he raced probably most notably for RCR in the Xfinity Series, now O'Reilly Series, a few years ago. His last full-time year was in the 31 for Jordan Anderson Racing. In that car, he had a very kind of explosive, fiery crash that a lot of people have kind of a lasting memory of, much in the way that people remember Ryan Preece for being upside down all the time. Myatt Snyder had one of those crashes that you can't believe he came out okay from. Like, it was
hit the catch fence.
Yeah.
The wheelbase is off the car. Like the wheelbase tore off from the car.
Yeah.
Nasty.
I mean, it was like it was one of those crashes that happens every now and then in motorsports that you are holding your breath hoping that you see like movement.
Yeah.
And that was basically it for his story in NASCAR in a lot of ways. He stuck around. He raced a few races here and there, but that was kind of the end of him racing full time. Kind of ran its course. He's now working as a pit spotter, so he's still around the sport, but he's 31. He's not really doesn't really seem to still have prospects. Oh, hey, you want to drive the famous Hendrick 48? Yeah, why not? Why not? Good for him, man. That's all I got. Good for him. Like, that's impressive.
I will. Driver of the week, Myatt Snyder. Is his name Myatt? What's his name? Myatt?
You're just saying that.
How do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce it, dude? How do you pronounce it? Myatt. Okay. Myatt. See, I see the M-A-T-T and I'm like, Myatt. Myatt. Okay.
Well,
it's
it doesn't
like
help that right
Myatt.
below it, I put a tweet from Matt Weaver. Great motorsports reporter, by the way, Matt Weaver.
I'm gonna have to follow him.
Right below the thing I was sending you.
It didn't help. Anyway, great race from everyone. Um, Going back on our picks, I went 0 for 3. I had Bush, Zilich, Butterbean, 0 for 3. Jack got a win.
Oh yeah, I
Jack
did.
got a correct guess. Who did you guess correct and in what series?
SVG in the O'Reilly Auto Parts series. Oh
And I
yeah.
just want to know if Zilich didn't have issues during the O'Reilly race, it might have been a little different, if not closer, at least. But it is what it is.
Question for you. Question for you.
Yeah, I can answer that.
So Max Verstappen, he has this quote about ifs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
If my mother had wheels, she would have been a bike.
Yep.
Oh no, that's the Italian guy from that British TV show. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know who I'm talking about? Do you?
No, actually, but I
Do you
just
really
gotta let it
not? Oh
ride.
my god, wait a minute. Italian guy from British show. It's a carbonara. It's Gino D'Acampo. Yeah, Gino D'Acampo. He's like, if my someone's like one of the ladies on the British show is like, this would be very similar to a British carbonara, and he's like, yeah, if my mother's had a wheel, she would have had a bike. So Max Verstappen's is, if my mother had balls, she would be my dad, or something like that, right? That's the quote. Yeah. Okay. It's the same thing. Just one's a little bit more PG than the other.
That's what I thought you were going with, and I wasn't expecting you to rip the Max one too. I thought it was intentional.
No. Genuinely, I the first thing that came to mind is my grandma had wheels. She would have a bike. Hold on, I'm gonna link this to you. You're gonna watch it on. Hold up.
In the meantime, though, our truck picks. You picked Butterbean. You said that. I picked Dario Franchitti. He came back after a lengthy, kind of forced absence from motorsports. Wonderful story that. Crew chiefed by Jimmy Johnson. And he ran really well. Was running comfortably in the top 10. And then had an issue and his day was over and he has nothing to show for it. Besides the fact that he still ran a race, which was lovely. So I regret my pick, not at all. Also, I told you to pick Kyle Busch, and guess who finished higher than Zilich?
Kyle Busch. Go to that timestamp in that video.
Oh boy.
We're gonna cut this out and then we're gonna get his reaction. Yeah? It's
He
the
was
same
so
thing.
hurt.
It's the same.
He was so hurt by it.
He was. If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike.
You could see his heart breaking in real time.
His heart was crushed. Anyway, on to the next thing. We have our predictions. We have the NASCAR Cup Series and the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series at Phoenix. I have Tyler Reddick for the Cup Series. I have him going 4 in a row. This is his year. He's going to win every race this season. I'm sorry, Denny. My allegiances have changed. And for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, I have Jesse Love because he has the highest average finish on this track.
I have Chase Briscoe in the Cup Series. Mostly because I have vivid and happy memories of him winning at Phoenix on, I believe, my drive home from, or not my drive home, my drive back to school from spring break one year. I remember like fist pumping on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, just having a great time with him winning, and I'm hoping to capture some of that again. He's had kind of tough luck to start the year, so maybe it turns around at a track that he's been good at historically. In the O'Reilly series, with you picking the reigning winner in general at this track, just give me William Byron. Take the cup ringer in a strong car at this track. Why not?
All right. IMSA, we have no stories, no recap. WEC, we do have
Geopolitics.
geopolitics, baby. First up, season opener in Qatar has been postponed due to conflicts in the Middle East.
Yeah, I don't think we're exactly
Lovely.
qualified to talk about those conflicts. but
No.
they'll be fighting, and because of that, races are looking at getting moved. And in the case of WEC here, they're moving from Qatar to Imola, potentially, probably.
Yes. Um, Also, some teams' backups might be stuck in Qatar
Yeah,
due
he's already had
to
equipment
the
there.
conflicts
The
that
race
are
is at the end
going
of the month.
on. Yeah. Um, so some teams might not have a backup chassis on hand for Imola. So, um, no good. Um,
Oh,
Obviously, there's no recap for that since that was going to be their first season or first race. MotoGP, there's no news. It's just everything's talking about the race. And I have the race recap for the race. I don't have the recap for the sprint. Didn't watch the sprint, but I did watch the race after the fact because I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. So, yes, after. I see that.
yeah, yeah.
So let's get into the recap. First race was good. I enjoyed it. Marco Bezzecchi won, followed by Pedro Costa in P2 and Raul Fernandez in P3. Marc Marquez made a great double overtake midway through the race to take P3, but fell to P4 shortly after, and later had tire issues, which led to his retirement on lap 21. His tire came off the wheel. I'll let that sink in.
That'll do it.
That happened on lap 21. That'll do it. That happened on lap 21. His brother Alex Marquez crashed in lap 22, and Joan Mir also retired with tire problems on lap 24. Overall, it was a fun race, and my favorite part was the BundaCAM because there was hella ass. I just find it so
Okay.
funny. Those are my exact words on the Google Doc. I just find it funny how they have a butt cam. That's so funny. I don't know why. Like, I want to know who came up with that camera because that's hilarious. Have you seen it? Have you seen like the BundaCam?
I have not.
I'll after this I'll find a clip of it and I'll show you. It's elite. It's an elite. It might be the best camera view in all of motorsports. Um, so there's that. Let's talk about our Indy driver highlight because obviously we don't want to talk about IndyCar, but we will love to highlight some drivers. First driver that I want to highlight from this past weekend, Romain Grosjean.
Yeah.
531 days since he stepped in an Indy car. It was like September 2024 was the last time he appeared in an Indy car. He came in to this race weekend, not only qualified well, but made it into the Fast Six. Yes, you heard that, the Fast Six. He ended up sixth, but he didn't drive bad. He ended up P8, which, again, isn't that bad for your first IndyCar race back. He drove really well, all things considered, for Dale Coyne. So that's my first driver highlight. Jack, do you have any drivers to highlight?
Well, to kind of add on
We'll
that,
flip-flop.
both he and his teammate made that cut for Dale Coyne, which is impressive in its own right. Dennis Hauger qualified third. Grosjean qualified sixth. Grosjean finished ahead of Rinus VeeKay, who semi-notoriously, just because it was the only story of silly season for a while, left Coyne in pursuit of a better opportunity, only to get outrun by essentially his replacement in the first race, which is that's fun.
I also want to point out that Dennis Hauger is a rookie in the Indy NTT Series. He was a rookie last year in the Indy NXT Series and won it. And now he is a rookie in the Indy NTT Series for, as Jack said, Dale Coyne Racing, who is off to a flying start. Another driver I really want to highlight. Trying to remember who it was. I think I forget if it was McLaughlin or Kirkwood. Somebody made an absolute banger of an overtake. Or you know what? I'm gonna highlight Mick Schumacher real quick for taking out
Why?
for taking out Santino Ferrucci with him. Um,
Okay.
It actually does like literally lap one, him and Ferrucci got into the wall, and well, actually Ferrucci got into the wall, and then Schumacher got into Ferrucci, and both left empty-handed after lap one, not even one lap in. So that sucked. But the driver I want to highlight, it's either Kyle Kirkwood or Scott McLaughlin. I forget which one it was, but they had a banger overtake through one of the corners that was like literally like millimeters off. Like if they were a millimeter closer, they both would have wrecked, and it was a beautiful overtake. But Pillow dominated in Pillow fashion.
Doesn't matter where he starts. You know where he's going to finish.
Exactly. He went from fourth to first. Elite driver. Penske kind of ran well.
I mean, McLaughlin started on
second.
pole and still finished second.
Second. No Garden did okay in seventh. Where's the third guy? Malukas did all right. He started P5. He qualified ahead of Newgarden. Newgarden qualified 23rd.
Yeah, Malukas is there for TikTok. It's fine. That's a joke, actually.
Yeah.
He's a very talented driver.
Yeah. He does make banger TikTok content though, so big brain. Big brain signing. And then yeah. Marcus Armstrong also had a great race. I will give my kudos to Marcus Armstrong, who had a banger race up until the very end, really, where he fell off a little bit. But he was up there making moves with the best of them. So, shout out to Marcus Armstrong. Anyway, that's it for our IndyCar driver thing. Now we have games, unlimited games, but no games. So Jack has 2 games for me. I'm ready for whatever you have in store.
I do. So I went with some simpler games this time, but games nonetheless, because I have been spending time scrolling through the NASCAR Insights Twitter account, because they put out some lovely stats that are always interesting, and I thought, hey, Tyler Reddick has been dominant. Let's pick out some stats that put a spotlight on that. So first, I want you to tell me what the 5 teams, like overall organizations, are that have the best average finish through these first 3 races of the NASCAR Cup Series season.
23-11.
Of course, that's number 1. With an average finish of 12.4.
Yeah, and I just want to point something out. Riley Herbst is seriously bringing that average down outside of Daytona. So, just saying.
I mean, Bubba's lowest finish is 11, right? So
yeah, yeah. It's just Riley Herbst bringing that down. Oh my god. Let's see. Who's been good? I'm gonna go with Hendricks.
Hendrick is 5th with an average finish of 19.
Okay. Ooh. I don't think JGR's up there. Screw it. Penske.
Nope.
Wow. Wow, that's insane. Okay, I'm gonna throw it out there because I just need to get the big name teams out. JGR, I know they're not, but
Nope.
all right. Yeah, that's what I thought. I got unlimited guesses, right? I do want to guess this. Can I get unlimited guesses?
Sure, why not?
All right, let's go with Wood Brothers because it's a one-man team. Okay, well, it's worth a shot. They only have one driver to worry about. So, Spire, Wait, yeah, Spire.
Yes. Spire is
Okay.
fourth with an average finish of 15.89.
Trackhouse. Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna guess it. I know they're not. RCR. Okay. I'm just getting out names at this point. Um.
You're missing 2 and 3.
I was in 2 and 3. Okay. Roush.
RFK?
RFK. Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. They're third with an average finish of 15.56.
Damn, RFK is killing it. Ooh, this next one. Okay, so Roush is already guessed. So is Penske, so is JGR, so is everyone. Who are some two-car teams that I'm forgetting? You know what? This is a joke, so please don't take this as serious. Live Fast Motorsports. No, I'm just kidding. They're probably dead last. I have so many. I have niche I have NY Racing in my head, but they're definitely they're hell no. Um,
I will tell you that right now, one of the drivers for this team is eighth in the season standings.
eighth.
Eighth.
Shoot.
And I'm
See,
saying that
that's not
partially
even
because I
standings
sent
level.
you the top 10 in the season standings like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I know you did, and I haven't really been paying attention fully to the top 10 because it doesn't matter at this point in the season. But um,
Every point matters. Every point matters.
I get that, but um, ooh, what teams have I not? Ooh, okay, let's go through it. Toyota JGR 2311.
Mhm.
Shit, there's more Toyota teams than that.
That would be
Who are
correct.
the other Toyota teams? Who are the Toyota teams? Obviously, it's a major. Are they Toyota? Is it? It's not. I'm assuming they're Toyota.
Well, you're missing a Toyota team. I'm not going to tell you if that's the one that you're trying to guess or not.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember oh my god. Yo, my real knowledge is kind of. I'm just saying.
It's okay. You can edit this to make it seem like you're cooking.
Yeah. I'm just gonna edit this to make it seem like I'm actually cooking. Exactly. What? Can you give me a range for one of their cars' numbers?
Define a range.
Like a range of between 10 to 20 numbers. Between 10 numbers. Give me 10 number range for any of their cars.
Um, any of their cars. I'll do
What?
you one better. All of their
Okay.
cars, as far as I am aware, all of their cars are in the range of 10 to 20.
Between 10, what you said 10 20.
Yeah.
Oh, fudge. Okay. 11 is hooked to 10 is Ty Dillon's car. Ain't no way in hell. They're anywhere close to that. Uh, 11 is Denny. 12 is Blaney. I've already said Penske. 13, there's no 13. 14, is there a 14? 15, I don't. 16 is Brad. Already said Roush, right? 16 is not Brad. Wait,
Brad is 6.
6 is Brad. So there is a 16 car on the grid.
Mm-hmm.
Or am I delusional?
Mm-mm.
17 is Busher, but that's RFK. 18 is JGR. 19,
18 doesn't exist right now.
or yeah, you're right. 18 isn't in. 19 is Briscoe, and 20 is Bell. Whose car is? I already said JGR.
Yes, you did. Plus, JGR is the
So
54 anyway.
It's not. It's not Ty Dillon's team. There's no way in hell. It's not the team Ty Dillon's on. I forget their name, but it's not. You tell me it's not. Tell me it's not. Oh my God, it is, isn't it? That's smart. Shoot, what is the team name?
I'm gonna need a name.
What's it start with, bud? What's it start with? Oh God.
I'm not going to tell you what it starts with. I'm going to tell you that they had a bit of a reality TV show over the off season.
Colleague.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez, it should not have taken me that long to get colleague. Oh my God. That's horrendous.
And of course, you're right that Ty Dillon is only 19th in the points. AJ Allmendinger is 8th in the point standings as we speak. He is sandwiched by Spire drivers. Yeah.
The Dinger? Oh my goodness. What a season for Dinger so far.
Colleague's average finish is second in NASCAR, only to 23.11 at 14.33. We talked about how Spire was fourth. Spire, for what it's worth, have 3 drivers in the top 10 in points right now. Suarez at 7th, McDowell at 9th, Hocevar at 10th.
That's disgusting. That's actually gross. Actually, that's gross. Spire, cut it out. Hendricks is going to be having a talk with you in a quick sec. All right, calm it down. You might want to calm it down right now. Oh my, wow, what a list. That's a great list. What's the second one you got?
Yes, the second one. There are 4, count them, 1, 2, 3, and 4 drivers that have led a lap in each of the 3 races so far this season. Tyler Reddick is obviously one of them. Name the other 3.
A part of me is saying Bubba. I don't know if Bubba. No, okay.
He did not lead
I didn't know if he. I didn't. I see. I know he was near the front at some point. I didn't know if he led a lap because I know he was there at the end of the first stage. Didn't know if he led a lap. Okay. Blaney.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. That's a hot start.
For some reason, I want to put SVG, but I don't believe it was. Screw it. SVG, man.
Yes, sir.
Dang. Okay, so I got 2 of them. Okay,
that
so
was kind of the wild card. I didn't think that you'd have remembered that SVG led at the super speedways.
I didn't, but I know he's one of like the few drivers that led at Coda this week. So I did look up who led laps this week because I wrote about it in my article that SVG led 2 laps. So who's the third? Who's the third/4th? Who led a lap at Coda? Blaney led a lot of laps. SVG led some laps. Who led laps at Coda? That's who was it? It was Reddick. It was SVG. It was Blaney. I don't remember who else led laps at Coda. That's the issue. And I looked at this literally on Monday when I was writing my article. God, I do not know who it is. Shoot. Yeah, I got no clue. Give me a manufacturer.
Yoda.
Denny.
No.
Okay. Oh. Did Bell lead laps at Coda? I don't think he did, but Bell.
Nope.
No. It can't be Herbst. Ain't no way it's Herbst. No
Dude, what
offense
if
to
it
Riley
was?
Herbst.
What if it was?
Dude,
What if it was?
If it was Riley Herbst, I think I'd end this show. Like, this show would gotta end. The slanderous things I've said about Riley Herbst on this show, we'd have to end it. So it's not Denny, it's not Bell, it's not Briscoe. I'll just say Briscoe just to get it out of the way.
It is, in fact,
It
Chase
is?
Briscoe. Yeah.
Really? Briscoe?
Yeah, go ahead.
laps
Get that
ago?
out of the way.
Oh, wait a minute. He did. It was in
We're
the
talking
beginning
about
of
the
the
start,
race. He
yeah.
led laps. He took the lead at the start. Oh, my.
Oh, you're washed. You're washed.
I'm so washed. My goat is washed. I'm my own goat, and I'm washed. Jeez, I'm gonna have to get some games for you. I need redemption.
What's
You know
funny
what?
is
Next-
oh, sorry.
No, continue.
The picture. So this, obviously, both of these stats were just pulled quickly from the NASCAR Insights account as a, hey, go head over there. They put out some interesting stuff. I don't know. I always like seeing some NASCAR stats, and a lot of times it's things that you won't expect. The picture on the post, and I will send it to you, features Reddick leading SVG, leading Blaney, with Briscoe nowhere to be found. So it is really funny that was the one that you're like, there's no shot.
Oh my god, that is really funny. And Briscoe is nowhere in that photo. That's hilarious.
Although Toyota is all over the background, so maybe that's Briscoe. He's there in spirit.
Oh my god, wait, literally is all Toyota. Oh dear god.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And it's the three manufacturers. Toyota for Reddick, Chevy for SVG, and Ford for Blaney. That's pretty sick.
Yes, sir.
Also, can we talk about the Chumba? Ever since Reddick got the Chumba, man, he's won. You know what's stupid about that? Bubba got the Chumba at the Brickyard and he won. What's with the Chumba? What is? I think didn't Bubba win at the Brickyard in the Chumba?
Yes, that he had the Chumba Casino paint scheme. When he won, they've gotten good bang for their buck.
Dude, like, what is with Chumba and winning? Shoot, they should just both run dual Chumba liveries. Like, then they'd finish 1-2 every race.
Yeah, I don't know if that's quite bang for their buck. But they've gotten pretty lucky with their sponsorship. They've gotten a lot of coverage. Which for what it's worth, the ultimate playground for fun seekers. I'd really rather not be talking about how great of a deal an online casino is getting for their sponsorship money, but it's fine for Bubba.
Yeah, let's just actually make this clear. We do not support gambling. We do not support Chumba Casino. We do not support gambling. Maybe for the right dollar amount. No, I'm just kidding. We're not doing that. Not even for like $1 billion. Half of that's getting cut out too. Have an amazing day, everybody, and peace out.